Hello, my beautiful wildflowers. How are you today? Alexis here with Modesty Colourpop Friday. And today I will be working with the Make It Black palette and getting this look. So if you're interested in seeing how I got here, please stay tuned. Hi, my beautiful wildflowers, welcome back. And today we will be talking about the new Colourpop collection, except I don't have the whole collection. I actually have pieces of it, and it's about Make It Black. Okay, I think this is the last one, at least on the date that I'm recording. This is the latest collection that they came out with. This palette is actually called Make It Fearless. And then I also picked up the two Super Shock shadows, and these are called Make It Unstoppable. And then there are the two separate gel eyeliners that I picked up also. One in the shade of Boots, and the other one is Rosette. And so I'll go ahead and show you these and swatch and everything. So like I said, this is the latest in the collection, but I did not pick up the lipsticks and everything else and the blushes and everything like that because I do have those shades already and I don't want to do that. And having said this, I think if you would watched my unopening of this or unboxing of this, I did show you this issue, and that is these little damages that let me see if it'll focus. The palettes are like a little bit dinged up, and this is how they actually came, and unfortunately this is how they've been coming lately, and so I do have a little bit of problem with that. And I actually posted something about that on one of the social medias, Instagram, and Colourpop person from there reached out to me in a private message asking me to go ahead and file a claim for it so I could get a new one. You know what, I'm not gonna bother because I'm actually kind of tired of doing it, because you have to go through the hoops of take a picture of this, who packaged this, a picture of the package, and so you know what, it's just dinged up here and there, and so I'm just not gonna sweat it. Now if it was broken all the way through, I get it, but I mean these are just chips throughout my shades, so it's okay. I'll just let it go. And so as far as the shades go, there are 5 shades here. But unfortunately, out of the 5 shades, there are 2 shades that are not safe for the eyes. And you could probably guess which ones those are. This bright orange here is one of them. And this is, I think, it's 000, I think. I don't think it's a 000. I think it's 000. I'm not sure. But I'm sure that's because of the pigments in there. And also the other one is the one next to it. And that will be this one here. And this one actually is called High Key, and I believe that was it. 2 of them out of the 5 was, let me take a look one more time. Yep, 2 of the 5 are unsafe for the eyes, and so I just want to go ahead and check that for you. And like I said, you know, that's a lot. 2 out of the 5 shades is a lot for it to be unsafe for the eyes. And there's one good thing about this palette, there's no pressed glitter. Okay, I'm happy about that. And as far as the Super Shock shadow, I really love this colors here. And I'm okay with these. I mean, these are eye safe, which is really good. Yeah, they mostly are, unless they're like glitter or something like that. And the first one here is called Millennium. But I think I have something like this already. That's the problem lately with Colourpop, is that all they're doing is repackaging the same shades. So yeah, well, let me go ahead and swatch this for you, because I mean these are so pigmented. Another thing too, these are like metal. I mean they are they're very much like metal. And let me see if I can do this at the same time. There we go. Like I said, it is like, and it'll keep going. Like I said, it is very moist and a very nice color. And then the other one, for sure, I think I have this one as part of the my other collection. And this next one here, the color is called Main Attraction, and this is a little more like a coppery, bronzy color. And I will also, let me use a different finger. Okay. And this is like a penny. It's so beautiful. Look at that. Okay, and I will go ahead and swatch this one for you. And like I said, this thing will keep going because it's got so much pigment in this thing. And also it's not dry, it's like oily. You can feel the oil in it. And so yeah, and it's really nice though. The color is just very strong, and the colors are, I mean, look at them. I mean, what else can I say about that? And I think since there are, let's see, pretty much all mattes in here. Oh no, I thought they were all mattes. My eyes, I guess. No, the first one called Oasis, the yellow one, is like a glitter and matte. Then the next one is called Bold, and that is a shimmer. And then the next one in the middle, which is matte, which is the unsafe one. And then the one next to that is called High Key, also unsafe for the eyes. It's got glitter and matte. And then the final one is Say Yes, which is brown. So here it is, right there. Okay, I just want to show you that. Okay, and I'm not going to swatch all of these because I think there's plenty of videos out there that has about swatching, but I'm going to go ahead and put this on for you real quick. And then instead of talking too much through it, I will give you my final thoughts at the end of it, because I want to kind of make this video a little bit shorter than it has been. Okay, before we get into the thick of it, I just want to let you know I did prime my eyelids, and I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the primer, and I like this one because it puts a really nice barrier between my eyes and the pigments, and especially if it's I'm working with pigments that are bright in color like this. I may not use the one in the middle, but just in case I do, I know that at least that my I'm not going to stain my eyelids. Okay, and also with my eyebrows, you know, I use a Brow Wiz by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And so now that I am prepped, let's get going. Okay guys, I'm just taking a chance right now, and I'm gonna go right directly into the outer V here, and I'm actually going to sweep this into the crease, and this is the orange color. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and go into the crease area actually with this bright orange color, which is the either the 000 or 000. These are so highly pigmented, and I only went in one time. I did not go back in. I didn't dust off, but yet I didn't go back in the second time or third time. This is just the first dip in, so you can see how much pigment there is, but I'm gonna have to really work this out. Okay, now I'm just gonna go in with a brush with nothing on it, just kind of like get rid of the edges. I mean, this is really intense. And look how much ended up on my brush. And this is something I definitely normally wouldn't do, especially in my crease area, because this has got glitter in it. But I'm gonna go ahead and try and see what happens. I'm going to use this Super Shock shadow on my lids and see how that works out. And I'm just using my regular, what do you call this? Concealing brush. You know what? That doesn't work very well. I'm going to have to go in with my finger. Oh, yeah. Maybe that's too much though. Okay, let's see. Yep. Let me try my pinky. Actually, that's much better. Definite fallout here, so I'm gonna have to clean that up just a little bit. It's a little scary because it is glitter, and I don't want to get in my eye. Oh my, it's everywhere. Not only the glitter, but it looks like the Super Shock shadow as well. Okay, next one I'm gonna do is use this color here. It's called Bold. And I'm just gonna touch on my eyelids because the Super Shock shadow is moist, and I don't want it to actually, you know, crease, you know what I mean, with my eyes. So actually this has got nice pigment. It's not like the Super Shock where it's wet. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and touch the middle a little bit. There we go. See if that helps. Okay, that's nice. And it's kind of hard to tell the difference because they're so similar, but at least this one's got a little bit more, you know, dryness, powdery to it, whereas the Super Shock is really moist and oily. And instead of using the bright colored eye pencils that came with it, because you're not going to be able to see it with all these bold colors, I'm going to go ahead and use my dark brown, or coffee is what it's called, I believe. It's called what is it? Black Coffee, yep. And it's by Pat McGrath. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and line that, and I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, my beautiful wildflowers. This is the final look, and let me tell you what I did real quick. As far as my eyes, I just lined it with the coffee liner that I showed you from Pat McGrath. And then the eyelashes, of course, is my trusty MAC. Nothing changed there. And as far as my foundation, I did use a mixture of two of my MAC. This is my holy grail. This is the one that I use the most, and you know, I really love it. But the problem is right now I'm between shades, and so I have to mix the two, the lighter with the dark one. So this one is, the darker one is NC30, and the lighter one is NC17, and these are like really good. And the thing is though, I've been really loving the dewy look, and these are matte though, and also these are full coverage, and so this is really good and in locations that are like really hot and humid. But here not so much, because my skin is getting older now and a little bit more mature, so I may need to go more towards the other more how would you say, moisturizing, yeah, and dewy look. So that's that. So, and also as far as my powder, I did use my powder. You know what, I'm about to hit pan on this thing. And this is by Nars. And so I did powder this one because when it's already matte, I just go over and powder it. Don't know why. You would think it would be the opposite, right? But it is what it is. And also I did notice that I am showing lines under my eyes, and I've been looking at this very closely, especially with the use of my not foundation, a concealer. Oh my god, I'm like totally losing words here. Sorry about that. And so, you know, I think I'm going to go away from really using concealer because I really don't need it. I don't have dark circles, and I'm not trying to hide anything, so why am I even using it? It does look nicer when it's brighter underneath, but I think I can use, like, you know, maybe I'll just use this lighter part just right under my eyes like I did with the Charlotte Tilbury. And so I think that's what I'm going to do because you know, concealer, I have so many of them. You know, like I said, I probably only bought 3 of them, but a lot of them come in bags, and I've been successful in a couple of them. But yeah, I don't think I need it. I think I'm not going to use it anymore. So that's that. I just wanted to give you that piece, and of course my thoughts on this palette, on this collection. As far as the eyeshadow goes, I mean, I love the idea, and I really respect why they did it. And I mean, I think it's great that these, you know, I mean, yeah, this is beautiful, right? And in a small mini palette, you do see these colors throughout their other color stories. And if you have like their bigger palettes, what is it, Enter into Hue or something like that. Hold on one second. Okay, here it is. This is the one I was talking about. This is Fade into Hue, and this is one of the larger palettes, and you see the colors. There are a lot of similarities there. I mean, if you look at them, I mean, you can definitely find colors in here that you can use. You know, I mean, you have, the only thing that you may not have is the brown in this one, but there's definitely these type of colors in other palettes. And so the only thing is, it is convenient to have it like this, but I mean, you can find these colors in other palettes as well. So there's a lot of duplicates, and I think this is the big issue right now, is that they're putting out you know, these collections so quickly, and it's a quick money grab. That's what it is. It's an easy money grab because they put such a hype behind it, and you know, and I help promote it. And so yeah, so this is, you know, after I give you this grading system, I'm gonna tell you my thoughts on Colourpop. Because I think I'm gonna go ahead and make some changes in my videos. And so, okay, let's go ahead and pull up the grading scaling system that I use. You would think that I would memorize it by now, but yeah, no. Okay, so you guys know that I do go ahead and use this, system, in which I created using a PowerPoint. And so that way I can fairly grade all of the palettes, not just Colourpop, but all of the eyeshadow palettes. So the first thing, and we give Wildflowers, not, you know, thumbs up and not stars. And the story behind that is in a couple of videos, but it's because of Casey, you know, one of my buddies out there, a fellow YouTuber, said, make it Wildflowers, because that's what you're all about. I'm like, okay. So anyway, so first of all, the color story cohesiveness. Is this color story cohesive? Hard to say, because there's a lot of bright colors, and when you throw neon colors like this, it's not cohesive to me. I mean, I don't know what you guys think about it, but it is not cohesive. All they did was take a palette and threw a bunch of bright colors that would actually show up on darker skin. And this is why I have a problem with it, is that, you know, like I said, this is a quick money grab. I mean, you can just throw these colors in, and which would show up on darker skin. And then let's call it, what is it called? To make it black, right? And so although it's got a good purpose, and you know, the proceeds go to the right places, but I mean, we're talking about eyeshadows here, nothing else. And the color story cohesiveness, I don't think it's very cohesive, but they could be used together. I'm gonna give it a half a Wildflower, because they could be used together. Obviously, I used it together, but I only used, let's see, 2 of the colors out of the palette, and then the other one was the Super Shock Shadow, okay? And so, yeah, that's that. And so let's give it a half. And then we have the product quality, the texture, the kick up, fallout, and blendability. Definitely blendable, just like all of Colourpop stuff. It's very easy to blend. As far as kick up and fallout, there was a lot of fallout this time, which you don't see. But then again, come to think of it, I don't use a lot of glitter and matte. And this time I used glitter and matte, and that did fall out. And if I use that more often, maybe I will see more fallout. And kick up, definitely kick up, but there is pigments here. It's so highly pigmented, and so, you know, I'm not gonna take away for the little bit of fallout. It's not like craziness. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna give this, because of the blendability and everything is good, I'm gonna go ahead and give it 3/4. So now we have 1 1/4 Wildflowers. Okay, so the third one is product usability, event, occasion specific, or can you use this anytime? I'm not gonna give it any Wildflowers for that, because you cannot use this just like, if you cannot wear this to work. Well, I guess it depends on your job, but I definitely could not wear this to work. And I don't think you guys could wear this to church, right? Because you definitely won't be able, you should not wear this to the mosque. And so the usability, I think this is pretty much, you know, hanging out with your gals and, you know, your friends, and going to parties, and just like the younger generation is doing right now, I guess, you know, just like, you know, having fun with friends. And then you could, but this is not, you should be able to use this if you want a full Wildflower for it. So no, so far there is still 1 1/4 Wildflower, because I'm not going to give it any Wildflower for that. And eye unsafe pigment and glitter. My rule goes that if you have just 1 unsafe eye pigment and a 9 pan, I'm gonna let it go by, give you the full credit for it. But if you have 2 or more in a 9 pan, you get no Wildflowers. In this case, you have 2 and 5, so that is definitely not okay. Okay, so I know that I mean, these are pigments and everything else, but it's unsafe for the eyes. So yeah, there's a potential there always, right? That's why they warn you. And so still we are at 1 1/4. And then so the next one is price point. Okay, for price point, especially for this set, it's okay. We will give it a full Wildflower. So now you have 2 1/4 Wildflowers. I think this is the lowest scoring. Yeah, I think so. 2, because the other one got like 2 3/4, but this one is 2 1/4. And I don't know, what do you guys think? I mean, do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Like I said, I totally get the concept, what they wanted to do, but they could have put it together a little bit better. You know what I mean? I mean, there's really no transition colors here, and I think it's faulty to believe that, you know, people with darker skin color wouldn't need those transition colors, and that you would only throw in, what, 2 mattes in here, which one is, you know, like bright orange. And now I can understand this color. This probably could work for transition shade for some shades of dark skin. But this orange is a transition shade? I don't think so. And plus, look, this is just one tone, right? I mean, not every dark skin person is going to be the same shade. I'm sorry. And so even that is like a little weird. So yeah, that's my thought, but you guys let me know what you think. I mean, this is my opinion only, okay? And so please put it below what you think about this. And another thing too, as I alluded to the fact that Colourpop has really disappointed me in that, I mean, a lot of this is a quick, easy money grab. And they've been grabbing a lot of my money as far as, they're not expensive, so it's not like a lot of money, but it's still, you know, over time, it's going to add up. And I'm not really, you know, I mean, liking it. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, the product is, you know, really good. I mean, the quality, the product, but I'm seeing, I should just take out all of my Colourpop palettes, which is nearly 100 of them, and just look and see how many, you know, duplicates do I have. I bet I have tons. And so what I'm gonna do is I like to convert the Colourpop Friday to some other topic, and I have actually I sent the message out to one of the fellow YouTubers, very sweet lady, and her and I are doing a collab, but primarily what she is doing as a collab, I would love to be able to do like an avant-garde type of Friday, like a Freaky Friday type of thing. But I wanted to ask her permission first and totally understand if she's not okay with it, because that is her creation. So yeah, and I love that idea. I mean, it would be different from it would be different from what she's doing, but it's I was inspired because of that. And so yeah, and I hope yeah, I can come up with something, and you guys let me know what you think. And yeah, if I added any value, please give me a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing, and please hit that notification bell, because that way you will be notified every time I upload a new video. And that's a lot sometimes, so yeah. Anyhow, so I hope you guys have a good day, good week, good night, good morning, good weekend, whenever you're watching this video. But always remember, regardless, never sweat the small stuff. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.